हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम पढ़ेंगे चैप्टर नंबर 7 क्लास 12 ट्रांसपीरेशन। ओके, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट इज ट्रांसपीरेशन? ट्रांसपीरेशन क्या होता है? तो ट्रांसपीरेशन is the loss of water by the aerial parts of plants in the form of water vapor. That is called transpiration. Understand? Transpiration definition can speak the loss of water from the aerial parts of plants. Aerial parts means leaves, stems. The aerial parts of plants in the form of वाटर वेपर। वाटर वेपर की फॉर्म के अंदर जो वाटर का लॉस है प्लांट से, उस लॉस को कहते हैं ट्रांसपिरेशन। प्लांट्स एब्सॉर्ब वाटर थ्रू रूट्स, बट टोटल वाटर they cannot use in their metabolism. According to a estimation, only 1% of absorbed water is used in their metabolic activities, and the remaining lot of water is lost by transpiration. Understand? Water जो प्लांट्स ने एब्जॉर्ब किया है, उसका सिर्फ 1% पार्ट जो है अपने मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी के अंदर वो काम लेता है। बाकी जो सारा पानी होता है, वाटर होता है, वो ट्रांसपिरेशन की फॉर्म के अंदर एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर लॉस कर देता है, वेपर की फॉर्म के अंदर एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर लॉस कर देता है। ओके, तो दिस इज डेफिनेशन ऑफ ट्रांसपिरेशन, द लॉस ऑफ वाटर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ water vapor from aerial parts of plant is called transpiration. Next, types of transpiration. Transpiration के types कैसे क्या होते हैं? We know transpiration is process of loss of water. Plants, the many parts are exposed in environment, and that continued loss of water. So many points or structures that help in transpiration. According to which structure, transpiration has 3 types. First is stomatal transpiration. Stomatal transpiration. Okay. What is stomatal transpiration? We know about stomata. Stomata is the minute pores which is found on the surface of leaves. We study in 11th class the structure of leaf. The outer covering, which is known as epidermis, in which found the stomatas. Okay, the stomatal transpiration occurs through stomata. If we say definition of stomatal transpiration is the transpiration which is occur through stomata. The loss of water which is occur through stomata is known as stomatal transpiration. It is the major part of transpiration. About 95 to 97% of total transpiration occur through स्टोमेटल ट्रांसपिरेशन 95 से 97% ट्रांसपिरेशन स्टोमेटा के थ्रू होता है। ठीक है, इन मेजर पार्ट जो है ट्रांसपिरेशन का वो क्या है, स्टोमेटल ट्रांसपिरेशन। और stomatas are present on leaf that help in transpiration. Okay, next है second cuticular transpiration. Cuticular transpiration, cuticle is a waxy layer which is found on epidermis of leaf. This is epidermis of leaf, and on the epidermis of leaf a layer of waxy substance is found, that is called cuticle. It is impermeable for water. They prevent loss of water from leaves. But in sometimes it become thin or ruptured or break down. Sometimes it become thin or break down. That part start loss of water. Cuticle prevent transpiration. But in some cases cuticle become thin or break down, then this places can start loss of water. Okay, so due to breakdown or become thin, get start loss of water. Such type of loss of water is called cuticular transpiration. Okay, this is cuticular transpiration. Next, third type is lenticular transpiration. Lenticular transpiration occurs through lenticels. Lenticels are found on the stem of woody plants and some fruits. Lenticels are found on some woody plants, on stem and some fruits. Through lenticels, loss of water is known as lenticular transpiration. It is negligible through this only 0.1% of total transpiration occur. Only 0.1% of total transpiration occurs in the form of lenticular transpiration. Okay, so all of these types of transpiration, we know the maximum transpiration occurs to stomatal transpiration. In this lesson, in this chapter, we learn about only stomatal transpiration. Stomatal transpiration जो है इसके अंदर में लिखा है कि मैक्सिमम जो ट्रांसपिरेशन है वो किस मेथड से हो रहा है, स्टोमेटल ट्रांसपिरेशन से हो रहा है। स्टोमेटल ट्रांसपिरेशन 95 टू 97% हो रहा है, इसलिए हम इस लेसन के अंदर इसी को पढ़ेंगे। बाकी तो नेग्लिजिबल है, 0.1% है और सीरीज है 3 to 10%। रेटिकुलर ट्रांसपिरेशन 3 to 10% है, लेंटिकुलर ट्रांसपिरेशन 0.1% और मैक्सिमम जो ट्रांसपिरेशन है वो स्टोमेटल ट्रांसपिरेशन। इस लेसन के अंदर अपने स्टोमेटल ट्रांसपिरेशन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। Stomatal transpiration occurs through stomatas, and stomatas are found on leaf. So, about leaf, and first we study about leaf and stomatas. So, first of all, we see leaf. Structure of leaf, which is structure of leaf we study in 11th class in detail, and now we see structure of leaf in summarized form. In leaf, in their PS found 2 epidermis. One is upper epidermis and second is lower epidermis. Okay. Single layered epidermis and is lower epidermis and it is upper epidermis and it is cuticle. In between two layers, mesophyll tissue are found, where mesophyll tissue is filled. In diploid plant, mesophyll tissue is divided into two tissue, palisade and spongy tissue. And stomatas are found in epidermis. This is the characteristic of epidermis present of stomata, that is stomatas, and it is also found in upper epidermis. Okay. So this is structure of leaf. Upper epidermis, lower epidermis, in between mesophyll tissue, which is divided into two types in diploid plants. Palisade tissue and spongy tissue. Okay. On the basis of presence of stomata on the leaf, leaf has 3 types. On the presence of stomata on leaf surface, stomatas are found on upper surface or lower surface or both surface. On this basis, leaf is divided into 3 types. First is hypostomatic leaf. Hypostomatic leaves. What is hypostomatic leaves? Hypostomatic leaves is that type of leaf in which stomatas are found only in lower surface. Hypostomatic leaves are that type of leaves in which stomatas are found only on lower surface. Upper surface has no stomatas or negligible stomatas. Maximum number of stomatas are found in lower surface. That type of leaf is called hypostomatic leaves, and it is also called apple type of leaf. And an example of hypostomatic leaves are most of dicots. Most of dicots have hypostomatic leaves, like apple, mangoes, citrus plants, etc. Okay, this is hypostomatic leaves. Hypostomatic leaves have which type of leaves? That have only on lower stomatas, only on lower surface, which is called hypostomatic leaves. Next, second type, amphistomatic leaves. Amphistomatic leaves. Amphistomatic leaves are those type of leaves which have stomatas on both surface, as well as upper surface, as well as lower surface. Stomata on both surface. Okay. In equal distribution, approximate equal distribution. That type of leaf is called amphistomatic leaves, and it is also called oil type. Oil type leaves. Okay. Amphistomatic leaves have stomata on both surfaces, and it is also called oil type leaves. An example, most of monocot plants. Most of monocot plants have amphistomatic leaves. Okay. Example, plants like bananas, oat, and grasses, etc. Next, third type, apistomatic leaf. Apistomatic leaves. Apistomatic leaves have which leaves that have stomata only on upper surface. Apistomatics have stomata only on upper surface, called apistomatic leaves. and it is also called water lily type. Water lily type or epistomatic leaves. Stomata are found only on upper surface, and the examples of epistomatic leaves: floating hydrophytes, floating hydrophyte plants. The example of एपिस्टोमेटिक लीव्स. फ्लोटिंग यानी जो पानी के ऊपर तैरते रहते हैं प्लांट्स, वो इनकी जो लीव्स होती हैं वो एपिस्टोमेटिक्स होती है. उनमें अपर सरफेस के ऊपर स्टोमेट होते हैं, लोअर सरफेस जो है वाटर के कांटेक्ट में होती है, इसलिए वहां पर स्टोमेटास नहीं होते. फिर एग्जांपल वाटर लिली एंड लोटस. Example is floating type of leaves. Okay, understand?